W4 Country. Hop on there. Let's interact while we're playing songs and while we're playing commercials when we're off the air here. We would love to see you at W4 TV right now, and we'll start the Monday morning Jumpstart next on 102.9 W4 Country. All right. I think I have it figured out.
All right.
Hooray.
Hurrah.
Figured what out?
Had to have you here without being on the air.
How to function this morning.
Does it look like I'm on a party bus?
It does.
It does. It's fancy.
It's not fancy, really. It's like $9 or something. My kids have these lights. They've strung them up here.
It's kind of fun.
I like that you've gone as far as using like the chromatic setting.
I know, man. High tech. I feel
I think
so
you were
good.
solid blue last time.
Yeah, no, this is way more hip, chic.
It's way more chick.
It's way chic.
What's your favorite color in the hot tub for the lights?
I do this. I do the chick thing.
Do you? I don't do that. It's too much.
You don't like it? You don't like the flash? Afraid you're gonna have a seizure, maybe.
If I'm in a bad mood, I'll turn on just the red.
Oh, so you're doing it like aromatherapy.
Like based on your mood?
Yeah. Or I'll just do like the deep blue. I don't like the aqua, but I like the deep blue.
I wonder if I should take some pictures of my hot tub. I wonder if it's like yours, like same brand.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it is the same brand, isn't it? I think
don't-
we talked brand when you bought yours.
I looked for what you told me, but everything was sold out. There was one hot tub, and that was it. One model that we could get, and it still took like 2 months back during the big pandemic.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was doing that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I didn't get any complaints about being naked on my deck.
Did you get any compliments about being naked?
Got no reaction, but I thought that there'd be something on that Nextdoor app about the naked man on the deck.
Did you log into that and see what else people were posting?
Yeah, nobody talked. I thought we would get complaints about us, complaining about them. Ooh, nothing on there.
No.
That's awfully meta.
Good morning,
And that's not what
Steve
Nextdoor is for. It's for
Ken.
complaining about poop.
and Peter and Mickey. Good morning.
Good morning.
How many do we have watching? We got 38 of you.
Mhm.
Where are the rest of you? 1, 2, 3, 4 said hi. There are 38 watching. Say hi. We want to know who you are. Well, this is like some weirdo like stalking us.
Maybe everybody's tired this morning.
Hey, isn't it, Madison? Isn't it like 1% of people will comment? Is all you
I
only
think something. Yeah, it's very small.
small number.
Like
yeah.
1% of people will play radio contests,
Oh, okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like mail-in stuff too. You know.
Yeah.
You
All right,
get, like-
we're about 30 seconds out.
Okay.
I'm going to switch us over to the thing, as our president would say. You know, the thing.
The thing.
102.9 W4 Country, and who you've been loving lately. I want to know. I just like gossip. 742 and the Breakfast Above a Show in the morning on a Monday. That means it's time for Dr. Marty with the Monday Morning Jumpstart. Today we're talking about, what is it, negativity?
Yeah, how to break out of negative thinking. We know it's bad for us, but we don't know what to do. So we got 5 tips and a bonus to help you out.
All right. What's tip number 1?
Okay, tip number 1 is just truly make the choice. Our minds are so powerful, and we don't really tap into the power of our intentions. That sounds a little woo-woo, but I didn't mean it to sound like that. But really, there's a good science behind this as well. So you have to really, and I think what we would call it is commitment. Like really commit to being different and breaking out of negative thinking.
The people that, the negative Nellies, do they even know they're doing it?
No, it's a habit that it follows a sequence, and that's why it gets wired in and is so pervasive for them.
Like I had I have a business that I own, and I can't get into a lot of detail because the company will flip out if I do. But I was chatting with them, and I was telling them about the Southern Command, and they were just the most negative Nellies in the world. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't figure out, but just a little bit east of Tampa. What's going to happen if there's a sinkhole? Really?
What?
I mean, that's how bad
that stuff.
Imagine losing sleep thinking there's going to be a sinkhole in Tampa.
Right.
It's just, but they were
That's
like that.
that's like extra.
Yeah, that's digging. That's digging for something negative, isn't it?
Right.
When there's nothing, you got to go to the quicksand or sinkholes.
They were Mr. and Mrs. Eeyore, like wherever we went, and I actually fired them as clients. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah,
it was just too much.
You got to get toxic people like that out.
Absolutely,
they got to go.
Done.
Can't
do. Seed will bear no purchase.
We have time for point number 2.
Okay, point number 2 is write it down and don't type it. Typing's better than not doing anything, but there's something about writing. And I think what it is like, it's the breath holds and the relaxation. Like when we type, we tend to hold our breath and be tense. There's something about pen and paper that really helps. But what we're doing is we're putting order to what feels like chaos to you. So writing it down can really, really help a lot.
What do I write down if I'm feeling negative, Marty?
You write down exactly what's happening. So what happens is you get to transcend that and look at it, right? And that means that you're separate from it. That's one of the ways that it works. So what you do is, and if you don't know what to write, just start just writing. Just make it, blah, blah, blah for a while until it starts to happen for you, right? Till it starts to become organized. But writing helps us organize our thinking and feel different.
Madison was a bad influence on me yesterday.
Excuse me.
I arrived and she was already up to her eyeballs in champagne.
That's only kind of true.
I ordered 1 Bloody Mary.
2.
Then another came very quickly. Okay, I'll start writing that down, and we'll have more with Dr. Marty coming up. Watch us on W4 TV. We would love to interact with you there at facebook.com/W4Country or youtube.com/W4Country. Traffic with Madison. What do you got?
Nothing negative here. 94 seems to be running pretty smoothly, and so is 23. Actually, it does look like we have a little bit of a slowdown. Possible accident on 96 eastbound, just east of 23. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. A little slower moving right through there. But M52, US 12, and M14 are all looking really good. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
And here we are.
Hey,
not on the air, yet on the thing.
Look at you.
You've done it.
Happy birthday, Mary.
Yes, we have a lot of people commenting here. Let's see. Dania says, good morning. Good morning, Pamela. Lisa.
Daniel likes my lights too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, fellas. Good morning, Sarah, Benjamin, Stacy, Heather. There's Mary. Mary says, happy birthday.
Thank you, Mary. Happy birthday to you.
See, you said people needed to comment. Now they're
They
commenting.
need to comment.
Well, they're doing it.
After you shake them into
Well,
it.
we've got 44 people watching. We've still only gotten a comment from like 12. I want to know what the other 32
More
are
than
doing.
12.
What's the matter with you people?
Just want to know what's going on. I suffer from FOMO.
We have one person who gave us an angry face.
Why did you give us an angry face? Comment on
This is
that.
upsetting.
I think it was an accident. I think it was.
Or, people are reacting to something that we said that we're upset about, and they're sharing in that anger.
I'm not upset about anything today.
But we just got, we don't context free. We're like, oh, we upset somebody again. Wouldn't you know it?
My computer's not working.
What's wrong with that?
Mickey gave us an angry face.
Mickey. Oh, Teresa. Teresa, can I come see you this weekend?
Thank you, Teresa.
Here's a question.
Huh.
Oh, my.
It's not.
The answer is no.
Teresa, I really miss you, and I really want to come see you, and I don't even know if I could get there this weekend without it costing me like $1,000, but if I could, it would be fun. Do you see Teresa wish you a happy birthday?
I did. Yes, I said thank you.
Teresa is, she's like the queen of birthdays at John Wayne Airport.
Mm-hmm.
She never forgets anyone's birthday.
That's impressive.
Somebody's watching at work. Amanda is watching at work. I wonder how that's happening.
I watch a lot of stuff.
People use their
You could say,
computers at work to do things other than.
I have
Yeah.
two monitors. One of them has work and one of them has
Yeah.
TV on it usually.
Or you can watch on your phone, probably.
Yeah, I like to queue up a lot of Quibi.
What's Quibi?
It's the defunct short film mobile app that they were doing. Remember they did a bunch of content and it was like the episodes were, 8 or 10 minutes, something like that. And they had a bunch of big name celebrities doing short shows.
It
but
didn't last very long, did it?
no, it's now defunct.
How much would it cost me to fly to John Wayne this weekend?
They launched it like around the beginning of the pandemic lockdown. So it was like, hey, you can watch short stuff while you're on the go. And it was like, no one's on the go anywhere. We can sit and watch Netflix. We can watch full length stuff now on bigger screens.
That's the thing about technology, right? Somebody can come just wipe you out, or Apple decides just to give it to people for free.
Well, really, in that case, it was like something that would have made sense, possibly. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Something that would have made sense for people who were commuting, but we suddenly weren't commuting anymore.
Oh, right.
That was the idea, was you could watch little 8-minute episodes on your phone.
Yes.
Like you're on the bus or something like that, or you have a few minutes downtime at work, but then everybody was at home and we're like, I don't want to watch 8-minute episodes on a screen that's this big. Like, I can watch a movie on any other streaming platform.
How long do we have?
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half?
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half. I said it last.
1.5 minutes.
Mm.
Or if you have small children, you prefer to say 90 seconds because you do everything in the smaller increments.
But that sounds like more
27 months.
to a kid who doesn't know what time is.
Yeah. I'm not saying you say that to the kid. I'm saying you're going around saying 27 months and 25 inches.
Yeah, Teresa, I can get there for $3.99, but it's on Spirit and American. Ugh.
Oh, money's no object, but have you considered the cost?
Mhm.
I'm looking for a Delta or United combination.
This I like. Lisa says, "I love Mondays with Dr. Marty and you guys. Dr. Marty's so helpful, and Bubba's responses are always hilarious
Thank you.
because he doesn't listen."
They'd be funnier if they weren't the truth.
I'd stand by everybody. I'm being made fun of, and I don't know why.
We knew he was just pretending to be an antagonist, but that's not the case.
Right.
All right, stand by. Sam Hunt on 102.9 W4 Country. Hard to forget, 752 and the Breakfast with Bubba show. We've got Dr. Marty here, and we're talking about how to break out of negative thinking. Number one, make a commitment to it. Number two, write it down. What's point number three, Marty?
Stop blaming. So blaming's bad because it makes us feel like a victim while we're doing it. And it really stresses us out. So if you're judging or blaming someone, you're going to probably feel a lot of anger, and anger is okay in short bursts, but too much, it can really harm us.
I've known people like that blame literally everyone and everything else for their problems except themselves.
Yeah. And that means that we have no power. We're down here, down below. Right. And then we feel like we got to fight our way back up. It's no bueno.
All right. More with Dr. Marty to make your life more bueno. Coming up on 102.9 W4 Country. You can join us at W4 TV, Facebook.com/W4 Country, YouTube.com/W4 Country. It's Chris Stapleton starting over 102.9 W4 in the morning. Well, hello. We're back.
Lisa says American isn't bad.
I hate American Airlines. They're just awful.
I figured you'd have a comment.
It's
Compared
just
to stepping on Legos, I guess it's not bad.
horrible. I mean, if you're in first class, it's okay. But their economy, they offer 30 inches of seat pitch. That's 2 inches more than Spirit and 2 inches less than Delta or United. And their operations are terrible. And their hubs are awful.
How are the peanuts?
Friends don't let friends fly American.
I don't think Spirit's all that bad.
No, if you know what you're getting into with Spirit, you're fine. Buy the big front seat, pay for your bag, and the flight attendants on Spirit are always like very enabling.
Enabling.
Yeah. I'd like a vodka and diet, please.
It's a good choice of words you have there, yeah.
Would you like to make it a double? Well, yes, I would like to make it a double.
Thank you. Well, they're salespeople. They got to upcharge, right?
Then, would you like another double? Yeah, it's a
Well,
flight
yes,
to LA.
I
It's a
would.
5-hour flight. Yeah, I can handle another double.
Uh-huh.
I can handle another double.
I'm sorry, Lisa. Please don't hate me because I hate American.
She's laughing now.
Is she?
You heard it here, folks. Bubba's anti-American.
Stop. Terrible airline. I flew him to Cancun at Christmas.
Uh-oh. You're getting called out. Let go of that negativity against American.
Yeah, write it down. How did American hurt you?
Funny, if Teresa's still watching, I would have never met Teresa if not for American Airlines.
Oh, really?
Because the old American Airlines I used to fly.
Mhm.
And American Airlines now is America West Airlines because as mergers happened. So it's not what it was like 20 years ago.
You're saying you'd like to make American great again.
Yes, I would like to make it. And so I used to fly American, and I talked about it on the radio. And Teresa was listening at United Airlines baggage service at John Wayne Airport.
Mhm.
And she called me up and called me out. She says, "Hey, nobody from American's listening to you right now. I know because their office is right next to ours. We're listening to you. Why don't you give United a try?"
That's great.
I said, "Okay, I'll give United a try."
You have a way of making friends with people who call you out.
I do.
I'm not afraid to call you out.
I like the honesty.
Mhm.
Sometimes.
I'll eventually like
He
it.
doesn't listen to it if it's something he doesn't like.
I listened to Teresa.
Well, that was something you liked. Morning, Trish.
Clearly, Delta is the one that I have to take most often out of Detroit because it's a hub, but my backup is United. And I will do a Spirit to the Southern Command.
You do Spirit a lot, actually.
Well, because I can outsmart them because I have clothes at the Southern Command, so I don't need to bring any bags.
You've outsmarted them.
All right, stand by. Here we come back in 20 seconds. .9 W4 Country, Chris Stapleton starting over. We're talking about how to break out of negative thinking. Number 1, make a commitment to it. Number 2, write it down. Number 3, stop blaming. God, if you could learn one thing from this radio show today, point number 3, you're responsible for your own destiny. Stop blaming people and things for your problems.
Correct.
You've gotten yourself where you are.
Absolutely.
And that's what I think. No matter what's your issue, that's what I think.
You're blaming right now, Bubba.
Remember that every once in a while, though.
Oh no, I'm abundantly aware of my shortcomings.
All right.
What's point number 4, Marty?
Live in the present. You know, most of the pain that we have and the anger is when we travel through time, you know, the past resentments or future fears. So if we can get ourselves in the present moment with mindfulness and then there really isn't suffering there.
Okay, more with Dr. Marty coming up. We're going to take. I need to get us back on time. here.
We talked about that last week when you came to me with a problem. And I said, is it a problem? You don't know that it's a problem yet.
Well, I was given indication that it's a problem.
But it really hasn't been. Not so far.
Not so far, but you know, we'll
Live in the present.
see what it goes.
Live in the present.
And if that goes south, I don't blame anybody but me.
Okay. We'll see.
I'll live by my words.
All right.
Let's see what are we
Remember
doing.
that.
We're doing traffic right now. What's
Yeah.
going on when you're driving to work?
Well, we do have an accident to report on 96 eastbound. It is just east of 23, and it's pretty slow moving right through there. Actually, starting just ahead of 23, you're going to see slowdowns all the way almost to Kensington Road, and 23 southbound. If you're headed to 296 eastbound, you're going to see some slowdowns through there. The rest of 23 looking good, though. No problems to report on 94. M52, you might see a little heavier traffic on Main Street through downtown Chelsea, a little heavier traffic on Plymouth and Washington right around 23, and US 12 right at 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Taco Bell, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
When it came to my roof, I blamed nobody but myself. I called Stan from Diversified and I said, listen, I haven't looked at my roof. I don't know what's going on my roof. Please come look at my roof.
You did blame the bats a little bit.
Well, who knew I had bats living in my roof? Stan handled all of that, and Diversified Roofing did an amazing job. I had a builder's basic roof. It was 20 years old. It was time to go. And now I have a 50-year roof with GAF shingles. It's warranted for 50 years. That's going to help the resale value of my house when it's time to leave and maybe turn it over to the bats. It'll just be a great addition. Diversified, so easy to work with. Go to diversifiedroofingllc.com. That's diversifiedroofingllc.com. There you're going to find discount codes, coupons, and a link to your free estimate, which is hands-on. It's not a drone flight. They get on your roof, take pictures, bring them down, and help you make an educated choice together of whether you need a repair or replacement. Then they handle it just spectacularly. diversifiedroofingllc.com. Stress balls. It's a love thing. Oh. You're very quiet today, Marty.
I am. I feel so good today. This is the best I felt in weeks. But I had to work for it. Those things on last week's show, I did a lot of those.
I think this is a good point from Lisa, because there are times that, people do things to you and you can, you may be correct in blaming them, but your mood is totally your responsibility.
It's how you take those situations, right?
There are professional blamers in the world.
Well, blaming has condemnation in it, though. Right. I mean, to state a fact of, you did something, that's just a fact. But when we start blaming, we have this feeling that we want to condemn and punish them. And Matt, you're right about work at home. There's something about setting conditions us for emotions. So when we walk into a room, our body gets ready for that experience. So if you're taking a bunch of work home, that can be a problem.
What happens if the boss calls you at crazy weird times to have meetings?
Yeah, the boss tries to send work home with you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's where you set some limits, if possible. I mean, that's tricky with that.
It is tricky.
Yeah.
I had an employee once that just blamed everything on everyone. He could poop his pants and point at Brian Welch and say, Brian Welch pooped my pants. That's how bad it was.
Come on.
I was secretly following her around playing the brown note.
Come on. Why is it always about poo with guys?
Is it always about poo?
Yeah, potty talk is more,
Oh.
Yeah.
So I way overate yesterday. I woke up and I went to the Riverview Cafe for breakfast and I had an omelet. So I had eggs for breakfast. Then I went to brunch and I had eggs there. And then I came home.
Did you have the hash yesterday?
I had the hash.
Isn't it so good?
It was so good. And then I came home and the buddy of mine is who's doing the bathroom said, "Oh, I made dinner. How about breakfast for dinner?"
How many eggs did you eat yesterday?
I think I had, I had 3 in the omelet. Then I had 2, so 5, 6, 7 eggs yesterday.
You had like half a carton.
It's like my only protein yesterday was eggs.
The incredible edible egg.
So versatile. You can use it in so many different ways.
You had one extended breakfast that day.
That's what it was. It was breakfast all day.
All day long.
I did that. I want to get my metabolism going because I've been under eating because of stress, whatever. and I just like crushed a bunch of calories. And I slept great I was gonna say like a baby, but baby sleep terrible. But I slept great.
I don't have that problem.
With sleep, good for you.
No, under eating.
Oh,
Yes to sleep problems, no to under eating.
I'm a total stress eater.
Yeah.
So if
Same.
I'm stressed, I just dive into the
Everything
carbs.
that is in the kitchen will be gone.
Yeah.
You know why? It's parasympathetic. You know, it's that calm down sort of thing.
But I have a lot of friends that are like, "Oh, I'm stressed. I need to go for a run." Who are these people?
Nah. That's not how it works.
Well, but they're trying to get this to the same place you are with the food, because after you exercise, then you get the
McDonald's.
parasympathetic.
That's why they're running.
No, like,
Hope you have a wonderful day too, Jeffrey.
thank you, Jeffrey. Like Star Spangled Nick. You know, oh, I'm stressed. I need to go for a lift. Really? I'm stressed. I need to go for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
right,
and
exactly.
vodka. Yeah.
So Maureen says I do an all egg fast for 3 days. You just eat eggs.
I'd be interested in what that was like. Because have you heard of like this all meat diet, like where people for years eat nothing but like they take in water, salt, and meat. That's it. And then in some people, I'm not recommending this. We don't know enough about it, but like all these autoimmune diseases and symptoms go away. But it sounded to me like it could kill you, but it doesn't. Our bodies seem to adapt to it.
She doesn't see, but I would like to have that not eat thing. I don't care about running. I just don't want to eat.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to. Well, I wish I could be if I was a stress exerciser, I'd be a stud. I'd be walking around here without my shirt on.
That's
Stand by.
probably true.
Stress us out.
Yeah, there is something about like a naked person when you're clothed that would probably be really uncomfortable.
5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good Monday morning. Thank you for listening along. You found the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning. Sunny skies today. Highs in the mid 50s.
You're listening to WWWW-FM Ann Arbor. So very proud to be a Cumulus station. Watch us at W4 TV right now, Facebook.com/W4 Country or YouTube.com/W4 Country. We're live right now on the morning show that makes you feel good. All right, now we got a bit of a wait. Just a bit.
That's a pair of short songs there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
That's good because I'm running late.
243 and 256.
Yay.
Whoa.
I think, hang on, let me find the exact.
When do you go to Anytime Fitness, Marty? I haven't seen you there.
I only trained like 2 times this week. I was there yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah, because look, if I'm stressed out and I've been stressed out, I don't want to keep pounding my physiology. So I like backed off of it a little bit. Plus, I wasn't eating enough to work out hard. But generally, I go before work. And then on the weekend when I have more time. Yeah, I haven't seen you there. I know you're there because I talked to the owner.
And I'm in first place on the thing. Did you see that?
Oh, are you? Oh, no, I didn't look at the board. Cool. Wow, you're crushing it. Good.
No, it's just because I'm terribly out of shape and I have the heart rate of a hummingbird.
Do you want to hear a fun fact about this song?
Sure.
Thomas Rhett, What's Your Country Song?
Mm-hmm.
That is this song gave him the most consecutive #1 hits of any other artist on country radio. And it's his 17th #1 hit overall. Actually, he's already had the most #1 consecutive #1 hits.
So he's
continuing it.
building on his record.
Yeah.
Making it even more difficult to surmount.
Yeah,
by
I
anybody
saw
else.
that. I saw that last week. I thought that was an interesting stat.
This is an interesting red eye coming home on Spirit from LAX. It leaves at 9:30 in the morning and gets in at 4:30 in the morning. I could come straight to the show.
Yeah, right. You would never do that.
I've done it before.
Yeah, and you were a bag of Poo.
Why is it always about poo with you?
Sometimes it's just apt. You're a real crap bag.
You're a pile of dung, Bubba.
A real stinkeroo.
A real stinkeroo.
How many other words can we come up with?
How many other relatively safe words can we use?
You're so excremental.
I like that one.
Do you remember the phrase dunderhead? Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah, I have heard that. What is it? You gonna give me a fact about it?
No, it just occurred to me.
Yeah, I don't hear it often though.
I feel like it was in cartoons, like the villain would call his lackey a dunderhead.
Yeah, probably it was a cartoon. Wacky races or something.
Yep.
How is Cancun $800 round trip this weekend?
It's spring break.
Ugh.
Yeah, more like
I didn't think anybody
Cancun.
was in school. Will you do your live just right out of traffic?
Okay,
Because then it'll allow us to be more consistent on W4 TV.
sure.
Where else can I go?
For that reason, I will.
DFW. Dallas Fort Worth. That's expensive.
Remember, we were talking about this last week. I looked up like everything. It was all really expensive.
I mean, Dallas on Spirit is $420 round trip. That seems expensive to me.
Virgin Islands. Dania says Virgin Islands. Is that like cheap there? That trip?
I love the airport code for Clearwater. Pie.
Really?
Yeah. I eat pie. $407 on Allegiant to Clearwater. I'm not going to pay Allegiant $407 for anything.
When I spent that summer in Virginia, it was near Norfolk, and there's this ORF. Yeah, ORF. And so they have billboards that say "Take ORF" with a plane. The ad for Norfolk Airport.
All right, where are we here? What do we got? 37 people watching.
Like take off was someone from Pennsylvania, take off.
It's like specifically Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's accent is so
Pitt
gross.
to Orf. 360 round trip from Flint to Pie.
Flint to Pie.
Stand by. $102.9 W4 Country and save it for a rainy day. That's Kenny Chesney. Good morning. It's 12 minutes after 8 o'clock, and this is the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Rowley.
Good morning.
We have Brian Walsh with the forecast.
Sunny with highs in the mid-50s.
Hope you had a great weekend. We all had a lot of fun celebrating Walsh's birthday yesterday.
Maybe a little too much fun.
And I felt just a little punky all day yesterday because I got my vaccine on Saturday.
Yeah, but we were talking about this. You think maybe it's just like a mind over matter thing?
It could have been.
Yeah.
I was just really tired yesterday.
I think you had an excuse.
Then the Bloody Marys didn't really help, I guess.
They helped in other ways.
Yeah.
It kind of made me a little more tired.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are back on a Monday. We'll get you through it with the Monday Morning Jumpstart. Today we're talking about how to break out of negative thinking. And Dr. Marty's already given us 4 points. Number 1, make a commitment to it. Number 2, write it down. Number 3, stop blaming. And that one again, stop blaming. Number 4, live in the present. Marty, what's point number 5?
Stop ruminating. So what's ruminating?
Good one.
What does ruminating mean?
Pardon? They chew, they ruminate, they chew, but it goes nowhere, right? So ruminating is replaying that tape over and over and over as if we are solving a problem, but there's no problem there. So what happens? You keep spinning your wheels, you dig yourself in a hole. That's what ruminating.
Just festering in it.
Yeah, exactly. Festering is a good word. for it. But that's where the mindfulness can really come in with the rumination too. Get you in the
I'm a ruminator. I'm a festerer.
You're a festerer.
well, it's really feels awful.
A stewer.
You got to practice. You got to practice.
There you
these
go,
things.
Stewart.
I'm a stewer.
Uh-huh.
You know, we should say this though. You have to practice these things. So don't try it once, and if you don't get the satisfaction that you thought you get, stop, because it takes some practice to break these habits, some repetition.
All right. Do you have a bonus for us today?
I do have a bonus. Cry it out. Like I'm a big fan of crying because it can lower cortisol. It releases, painkillers that can help to reduce those stress hormones. So, and when you fight it, also you get more stressed out. So, I don't care if you're a guy, whatever, just cry if you need to, and then get that relief, that calming, self-soothing effect.
See, I got an issue. I have a hard time crying.
A lot of people do. They learn to shut it down. And you don't, and so you have these motor plans that like cause tension, or you distract yourself because they're afraid to feel sad. But it passes.
It might be the antidepressants with me.
It could. That can flatten out.
They
Part
cause
of it.
dry eye.
They just have me going through life just
Yeah. They can though. They can kind of.
The
kind of meh.
the
Yeah.
bullies back when I was in school who were like, "You gonna cry about it?" They were actually
Yeah,
looking
right.
for me.
Oh no.
You gonna cry about it because it might actually help you feel better.
Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Martin Fletcher is available at drmartinfletcher.com. You can listen to him on the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast or visit him at Renew Hope Counseling. We thank you for being part of the Monday Morning Jumpstart today.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Marty. Have a great week. Time right now is 8:15. Let's get you on the road and get you going with a check on your W4 country traffic.
Well, we got a problem. 96 eastbound. There's an accident just to the east of 23, and it's very slow moving through that area. 96 eastbound, you're starting to see delays before 23, but then 23 southbound, you're going to see some delays starting well north of 96, and especially as you're headed to 96. So probably want to avoid that area if you can. 94 seems to be running smoothly. No problems to report on M52 or US 12 or M14. A little heavier traffic on Plymouth Road on either side of 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center. And if you're buying or selling a house, it could be a stressful experience, but not with the listing group. The listing group is actually here for you to help make things easy, and not just make it easy, but to help save you a ton of money while they're selling your home very, very quickly. Listing your home for only 1%, which is what the listing group will do, will save you over $7,000 on average. The listing group gave me a ton of information and resources about selling my home. You can find out about selling yours with them as well. Visit clicktolistme.com. That's clicktolistme.com.